do it.
So I'll give us a 30-second countdown. I'll give you around a 5 second. Should I hit the main screen right now, Brad?
No.
After I hit.
Or wait, you're live. We're live.
Yeah, you're live right now.
We are live. Kirk, you didn't switch the...
Hi.
Hello, everyone.
We're
Why
live.
don't you stroll the intro? Hey, we're live this time for real.
Scoot over real quick, will you? We'll see if our little deal worked. It worked.
It did? Oh, good.
I mean, it's
yeah,
a little...
for the most part,
Yeah,
it
okay,
worked.
whatever.
Yeah.
So we've got some light switches back here, and we are not green wall professionals by any means, but the switches kind of show up a little bit. So
We got it under control. But hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Wanted to start off by thanking one of our new sponsors. You can see their logo up here, Mans Harley Davidson from Edinburgh. They are going to be sponsoring us here for a couple of days and then some weeks further into spring. Be sure to check them out if you're in the market for a Harley Davidson or motorcycle parts. They are the place to go down there in Edinburgh, excuse me.
Edensville.
Edens-
I've never been there, but I
haven't
have been
either.
to Edinburgh.
I've been to Edinburgh. They've got a good mall down there. Anyway, wanted to start off the day by announcing the winner of our free hat giveaway. Michael, why don't we show that to them and scoot out of the way?
Lindsay
so they
McGuire?
can-
Is that
yeah,
what
if
it
you
is?
click the...
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, there we go.
Lindsay,
I'm
go
in-
that way, Brett.
I'm in the way.
Yep. Yeah. So we're trying a new thing. We're just kind of sitting and making it a little bit more casual. But Lindsay McGuire, if you're watching, you won the hat. We sent you a message. Check it out, and we'd love to chat with you. So again, Mans Harley Davidson, and then Ray Skillman, you guys sponsoring these streams today. We're going to talk about the potential for a snow event coming in here too tomorrow night. And I tell you what's interesting is just where this could be. We're looking at this from like a 30-foot view. We're not getting specific here, but I really do think that Indy could be dealing with 5 inches of snow or rain. And I think it's either you're going to get 5 inches of snow or you're going to get all rain. And that's literally where we're at with this.
Yeah, it's a really tedious battle between how fast cold air comes in, how far north the warm nose of air can get, and it really will come down to the strength of the low pressure system as well, because if we trend weaker with the low, it can pull the snow further south, but it can also diminish those amounts a little bit, and we've kind of seen some of those trends on the midday runs today.
Yeah. So if we pull up here a simulated radar look, this is a look at the latest European computer model. And what you can see here, guys, is that, again, this is going to work in here tomorrow evening. And as it does work into the area, the thing that we're most concerned about as the storm works its way in is the warm air that's in place with the storm as it starts. The temperatures are going to be into the upper 30s. We're going to be dealing with just some warm air initially. And I think even places 37, 38 degrees, it may eat away at some of the snow. Now, I think snowfall rates are important.
Yes. Snowfall rates, and especially the time of day they're coming. I mean, we're looking at 6, 7 o'clock for the heaviest snowfall rates, 5, 6, 7, sometime in there. And even with temperatures above freezing, if the snow comes down hard enough, it can overcome the pavement temperatures. We've seen that before. We even saw it a little bit this weekend where the pavement temperatures were a little bit above freezing, but the snow was heavy enough at times to overcome it. And that is, again, something that you've got to weigh. You've got to weigh how warm is it versus how heavy is the snow coming down. So,
sorry, I had to do the.
yeah,
We can't
I've got one too.
We can't get too serious here,
know.
okay? Let's take it down a little bit. Travis says, can we really handle the two of you on the same stream at once? Well, I don't know.
Well,
That is up to you. I don't know. I can barely handle myself at times, so I'm not sure if you can handle the both of us. But hey, so again, the way these thermal profiles are shaping up, when we look at these temperatures, this is the European model. Again, this is 30. These are upper 30s that start out this event tomorrow, and so what I mean by this is if these temperatures are modeled too warm by a couple degrees, or even if our upper air temperatures are actually a degree too warm, there could just be a lot more snow. Or if the models are underdoing the warmth and it gets warmer, it could be all rain. So the Weather Service just put out winter weather advisories for 2 to 5 inches. I don't know if it's public information yet. I'm not sure what they're doing. But they do have winter weather advisories for central and northern Indiana. But again, when I say it's the difference of a degree or two, that's what it is. I mean, what's your gut say? What do you think?
It's a really tough call. My gut says that Indy does get some snow because experience tells me that with the northern wave of energy that's working through the northern plains right now, those usually move faster. And that can help the cold air come in a little bit faster as well. But I also know the European model, which I'm sure will be thrown around, had 8 inches of snow in Indy earlier this morning. Mm-hmm. It can overcook total precipitation. So my gut tells me, yeah, we get some snow here in Indy, but probably is going to be under 6 inches.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, we did have some of that European model imaging floating around, and it has cut that down. And one thing to remember is it can be snowing pretty hard, but if it's 38 degrees, it's gonna snow. It's gonna look snowy, and it's just gonna be wet.
Yeah, especially the onset. I mean, when you first start this snow in the afternoon, that's when the temperatures are the warmest. I think that the bigger risk will be, unfortunately, towards rush hour when temperatures drop a couple of degrees and you get those heavier snowfall rates. But the onset, that maybe the Euro had 1 inch through 4 p.m. or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. That may be fake snow.
Yeah. Here's our snow map, sponsored by Ray Skillman Auto Center, Southside 31. What are we doing? What are we doing, Kirk? Oh.
Nope, can't see the totals.
What's that?
Couldn't see the totals. There we go.
Oh, there we go. Okay, now we can see the totals. Skirt it that way a little bit. Camera that way. There you go. All right. So, anyways, our official snowfall map, just a wide view of it, looking here again. Ray Skillman Auto Center sponsoring these streams. Go in there, tell them Michael from BAM sent you, ask for Colt, and they'll hook you up with the deal. All right, but listen, here's the snowfall map. So this is 3 to 5 inches that we have across the I-70 corridor, Indy points north. And again, you might get 5 inches of snow that falls from the sky, but will it accumulate on pavement? That's information we're providing to our clients, more details. And all that can be found, our clients can call and text us and talk to us about more of the specific details, specific timing and things like that. But this is a look at the snow idea. I think what we do now essentially is just kind of wait and see. We do have a couple of other different computer models, though, like that are a little bit different. Now, this is what we're talking about with that European model. This is what Brett was talking about with these snowfall rates. Is the potential here of snowfall rates in central Indiana, really, in terms of the whole Ohio Valley, it's really just central Indiana, where you could have 1 inch to 1.5 inch snowfall rates per hour. So if that's the case, that can act to overcome the warmer pavement. We got to see if that European model can, in fact, do that. We got the new NAM 3 coming in.
Yes.
How's it doing? New NAM 3 is coming in. We're watching that. But this was the morning run of the NAM. Okay?
I'm doing this backwards.
What's that?
So I'm doing it backwards.
You are, yeah. The morning run, though, of the NAM, it didn't have, it had snow accumulations, literally cutting nothing in Indianapolis metro area, nothing, from areas south. It had all the cold air bottled up to the north. The new model run, I think, is probably a lot different.
Lower on totals.
Way lower.
West Indiana.
Yeah.
Did it trend any further south?
Trace to 2 in town.
Yeah, so I mean, we've got, guys, we're talking about less than 24 hours out here, and we've got the name 3 with no snow in Indianapolis, and the European model was 6 inches. So let's not pretend that this is a cut and dry forecast.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's not a cut and dry. I mean, like I said, this is going to boil down to, we're going to have to keep our clients posted with multiple rounds of updates here, text messaging and talking to them. But it's also going to boil down to the fact of you're going to have, you're going to get a lot of rain or you're going to get a lot of snow. And it's going to be the difference of 1 or 2 degrees. And that's it.
Yeah.
Real-time forecasts,
yeah.
game time decision.
And something to keep in mind too, I know we're talking a lot about snow here, but southern Indiana, you know, the far southern counties, there's a slight risk for excessive rainfall tomorrow. Going to be a lot of rain down there. It's very, very wet. I know we've probably seen some fields out there on I-65 that are maybe still underwater, so that's obviously a concern too, not to underplay that.
Yeah.
So here is the European model. As we look behind me here, you can see it's got 6.5 inches of snow in downtown Indy, up towards Kokomo, even down towards Johnson County. It's got almost 6 inches of snow. You can see that sharp cutoff down towards Bloomington there. Regardless of where exactly the snow sets up, there's going to be a very sharp cutoff, and a small difference in track can make the difference between 5 inches of snow maybe,
The camera's on the
3 or 4 inches of snow, or nothing. So.
So what we need to figure out, Jeff Mann is asking an interesting question here. We'll start getting to some questions. Jeff says, you guys keep talking about temperatures being around 38 at the start affecting how much can accumulate. Doesn't the morning low help keep that pavement temp down? The problem is the morning low temperature is only going to be what, 30 degrees? 29 to 30. I mean, so
Coming from 40.
Coming from 40 and some sunshine today. I mean, yeah, it could, Jeff. I mean, but 38's pretty warm. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, I guess if it were 34, maybe I'd have a different opinion on that. But 38's pretty warm. It's going to be one of those deals where I think we're not going to know until it happens, really, in terms of how it's going to impact the pavement.
Yeah, it's nowcast.
I'm going to go through and answer some questions. There's a ton of you on here right now. So I'm not going to go back through the old questions. So if you want your question answered, send it again. All right. So from here on out, question, ask it. Love to help you out. Okay. And go from there. Now, again, this is all made possible. That's the end of the slideshow. This is all made possible by Ray Skillman and Mann's Harley Davidson. Is that right?
Yes.
We got to make sure we acknowledge those sponsors and thank those guys for allowing us to host these streams and provide this information to you. So Kirk's throwing up some stuff there. Appreciate that. All right, so let's get into this. Rick Earnhardt's watching. Hi, Rick. How are you? Let's see. Cool name, bro. Thanks, bro. Let's see here. Appreciate the updates. Thank you. Morgan County is right on the line here. You're probably going to be... Oh gosh, Morgan County you're probably mostly rain, if I had to guess. I don't know that you're going to get a lot of snow in Morgan.
Yeah,
it's going to be so close.
Really
Again, this
close.
is more of a game time type, what we call a game time decision.
Jory asked a good question. Has there been a model that has been more accurate so far this winter? And I don't know if there has been. Seems like they've all kind of had their moments. I would say that there has not been a good consistent model this winter, which has made snowfall forecasting difficult.
Yeah. Tracy says, but they can't tell anyone if school will be delayed. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, I guess I can't predict what people are going to do, if they're going to delay school or not. I don't know why school would be delayed.
No.
I don't think it will be, but I don't predict school delays. What about Ellettsville? So Anderson can get more than 6 inches. I don't know that anybody's going to get more than 6 inches with this. No. All right. I don't know that that's going to happen. Mitch Alexander says, when's this getting out of the Indy metro area? Probably between 9 p.m. and 11 p.m. tomorrow night. I mean, it's moving fast, so it's going to be in and out pretty quickly. Sunday Boy, these questions are just being hammered. Guys, I cannot answer your questions if you're asking about how much for a specific area. You have to look at the map. I cannot field 150 of these questions about your location. So you have to look at the map. All right. Again, this map here would suggest this is 3 to 5. All right, Brett, scoot over a little bit. This is 3 to 5. and then this here is 2 to 4. Okay, and so where you're on the cutoff line, where you see the cutoff line, you've just got to understand that there's going to be rain and snow mixing in. So please look at the map, because it's very difficult to answer all those as much as possible. All right.
Is there any risk of ice with this system?
Not really. Not for Indy, I would say. Ohio would have a better chance.
The thing about it is, to get ice, we need a northeast wind for one.
Yeah.
And we need surface temperatures that are below freezing.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not going to get if you're going to be 34 degrees, even 33 during the height of this event. How are you going to get ice?
No, it's not. It's not going to happen here in Indy. For Ohio, in eastern Ohio, temperatures start to drop a little bit more into tonight.
Yeah.
They've got better timing, and they do start to get a northeast wind. But for here in Indiana, I don't understand any forecast right now calling for ice. It just doesn't make sense really with this setup. Mix of rain and snow.
Yeah.
But
yeah, and I think and Micah brings up a good point. He says, won't freezing roads be an issue as well? Flash freezing of the roads. I mean, the further north you go, Thursday night, or not Thursday,
Early Thursday.
early Thursday morning. Early Thursday morning. But at that point, I don't know that the temperature falls fast enough for flash freezing. Honestly, I don't think so. Honestly, I don't know. Michael Clark, do you think models will trend further south at all? I think we're about done with the south trends. I think, but keep in mind, if it trends south, it will weaken more. Okay, it will not be as strong as a storm system here.
And we've seen that all day. The European model has just ticked further and further south. It's gone from a max of 9 inches to 7 inches, now to 6 inches, and that's just what falls from the sky. That's not snow depth. So it's going down. If you want it to come south, you're not going to get those 6-inch totals. So don't get your hopes up for that, even if there is a south tick.
Yeah. A lot of people asking, when's the general beginning of this event? We're thinking, what, about 2 to 3 p.m. tomorrow, generally here, from west to east, as this kind of just works on in. So, again, 1 degree difference, major differences here in 1 degree.
Yeah,
a lot of people, I've also seen a question here of, let's see.
Asking about wind.
Let's see, hang on real quick. Why does I-70 come into play with these storms? It's always along I-70. That just happens to be the geographical location that people refer to because it's where it's at. It has no impact on the weather patterns whatsoever. So I-70 serves as no scientific point one way or the other. It just happens to be the reference point.
Yeah, it's just climatology.
Yeah.
Maybe in 20 years it's further north than I-70. It's just climatology. It's
Scoot over here real quick. Someone's asking about northern Missouri. Go the other way, Brett.
Oh gosh.
Get off of the map. There you go.
Hey, I get to do it now. Northern Missouri.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do think that east of Kansas City into Missouri could be a couple of inches of snow here. There's going to be a sharp cutoff on the north side. If anything, this could come down a little bit, maybe more 1 to 2 inches in here. But again, central Missouri, 2 to 4, and then the northern part, you're probably going to be around 2 inches of snow.
Why is it getting squeezed?
Why is it getting squeezed? We have a very strong area of high pressure that's going to be coming down from the north. It's an Arctic front that's going to be moving through, and I had a couple of other slides on there. I'm not sure what happened to them. Let's go through and look, because I thought I had, there we go. I don't know why it did that, but this is Friday morning. Take a look at the cold air that's coming down. We've got negative teens up here in northern Illinois, so this cold air is really squeezing the surface low pressure. It's squeezing the moisture into one really narrow defined band instead of a widespread swath of snow, because you've got the low pressure to the south, you've got the high pressure coming from the north, and it's squeezing that moisture in between, which is why we have a narrow band of snow. Now, it's a very strong high pressure. You may have remembered if I talked about on Thursday and Friday of last week the ridge near Alaska. We've got it just for a couple of days here. I mentioned on Friday that this would be our one chance of snow, really, because of that EPO, because of that ridge and high pressure near Alaska, and it's sending this cold shot down very briefly. Take a look.
You're very holy.
I don't know. Michael's sick of me
Sorry.
talking, so he's
Talking about wind, Brett. How about wind?
Anyway.
A lot of people are asking about wind.
Here are wind chills on Friday morning.
Look at that. See what he did there?
You know, negative teens, negative 20s up in Wisconsin. As far as wind throughout the system, it's not too crazy. There might be some gusts behind the Arctic front. Yeah. Thursday,
30.
bumper cars here. Gusts probably, 15 to 20 during the event at the most?
Yeah.
At the most. It's not going to be a huge deal. Given how wet the snow is, blowing or drifting snow is not going to be an issue. That is for sure.
Well, thank you, Kevin. Kevin or Kevin? I'm not sure how you say that, but that's very nice of you to compliment that. So we appreciate that. Any more questions that don't really involve like how much snow for your backyard? I would like to at least conversate with you guys. Can we get up our sponsors real quick? I know we have
Kirk's.
Harley and Ray Skillman, Mans Harley, and Ray Skillman Buick GMC, again, allowing us to stream with you guys and talk with you guys about this. But best weather ever. Thank you, Corey. That's so nice of you. So we try to just keep it, we try to keep it pretty laid back in just about weather and facts, really. We try to keep the facts here. We don't, we try to keep it fun for you. So I have been called names in the last couple days. I've been called some. We should do a mean tweets thing.
That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
On blast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should do.
We've got a lot of those.
Yeah, we get a lot of people that just like to toss shade on us. I don't know if they think it makes us really like self-conscious, or I don't lose an ounce of sleep over it. But
you want to know why it's been? Here, we're going to go to our last slide here. I'll tell you why it has been so bad this winter.
yeah,
This.
Yeah, because the warmth. When it's warm, people lose their minds. It's like they have to have snow, and so they go crazy. They go crazy with the snow, and when you say it's going to be warm, people they eat you alive.
I'll tell you who the warmth is good for though, and it's Mans Harley Davidson. They're excited for spring, excited for people to get out there and use the motorcycles. So be sure to, when we get some of the spring-like weather, be sure to go down there and check out their store down there in Edinburgh.
Yeah, Edinburgh,
Yes.
not Edensville. Edinburgh. Let's catch up with some comments here. What model do you look at the most? It varies. In terms of computer models, every system is different. Every storm has a better model or a worse model or whatever. So honestly, we don't have a model preference, if you will. As this system moves out, what's your thoughts on the future snow chances later this month? Justin, I think winter's about over here in Indiana. I don't know if there's much left. We may have maybe a storm or two. I don't know. I don't see much left there.
It is not a good pattern. Like we talked about earlier, it's the negative EPOs going away. That ridge near Alaska is gone. It's going to be record-breaking cold, I think, in spots in Alaska over the next couple of weeks. That is not good if you want cold here in the U.S.
Someone asked if we'll live stream any extra during the event. It depends. Maybe as the snow is falling, we might do a radar update or something. I don't see why that would be a problem.
Yeah, it'd be nice to use our porthole with the snowstorm. With those snow rates, I don't, guys. Did you see anything about Cape or anything? Any thunder snow threat? It's pretty much zero. I know we had a couple of claps of thunder.
Could be some thunder snow.
Could be some thunder.
I-70 beat
4 to
down.
7, 5 days.
I see you, Matt.
So off chance of maybe some thunder snow, Kirk says, between 5 to 7, 4 to 8, something like that. He says take it to the bank. I personally have actually never experienced thunder snow before.
Hey,
I have never.
Follow us on Instagram?
Yeah. Hey guys.
Yeah. Follow us on Instagram. We need to break 10,000 followers on Instagram. If you guys are watching, in the comments, I'm going to comment just now. Follow us so we can break that 10,000 mark.
At
30. We need 39 followers.
At BAMWXCom.
Come on now. There's 641 of you watching right now. You can go over, and I know there's 39 of you that can follow us on Instagram. Give me some love. Give me some love.
Hey, and send us your photos too, so we can do more photo of the days. You can send them on Instagram to us. We might feature them on our Instagram feed, or we may feature it on this live stream. We love to do those photos of the day, especially with snow coming up. Especially if it's the last one of the year.
Right.
Got to get some good snow pictures up there. We featured a couple last week.
Yep. Make sure you guys give some love to our sponsors, though, please. If you're in the area of Edinburgh and Mans Harley, or Ray Skillman Buick GMC, make sure you at least let them know, hey, I saw you on the stream. Check them out. What is it? What are you laughing at?
Like 18, 17, 16, 15.
Oh, so we're
Vince
getting some
is tracking our
Instagram followers.
Instagram.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you guys. Good love.
Saw a question, best way to inquire.
Best way to inquire, info@bamwx.com,
Kirk will put it on the screen.
and I will put it in comments for you. There it is.
There we go.
So-
yeah, schools, golf courses, county districts, and snow removal.
Yeah, anybody, guys, anybody that, again, a lot of what we do is business to business. So please, if, we don't have really personal subscriptions anymore, okay? So if you're looking for something that's a couple of dollars, we don't have it. I'm just going to save you the time. We got it. 10,000 followers on Instagram.
You all,
that's awesome.
Yes, we're going to
guys
do another.
rock.
We're going to have to do another giveaway for that at some point.
Yeah. So we will. We'll do another giveaway. Make sure if Lindsay McGuire is watching, you did win the hat though. So someone's asking, when will you have an actual forecast? Our forecasts have been out to our clients all day. We sent one this morning. We sent one about an hour and a half ago. We've sent a text to our clients.
We've got this one behind us.
We've got this forecast here. Don't worry about it, Kirk. You don't have to change he's just Kirk's on it,
Yeah.
But this is
light blue is 2 to 4. Dark blue is 3 to 5.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't have any BAM coats for sale just yet, but maybe soon. All right, maybe soon. So you need to take over one of the local TV channels, give the local weatherman a run for their money.
We've got our own TV channel here at the BAM News Desk.
Yeah. That's right. That's the only TV channel I want to be on, by the way. I don't want to be on TV. Hey, so isn't it fun when you stack the papers and you feel like you're official?
It takes me back to my IU days.
Yeah.
I never had papers at IU, but
Yeah.
I did have a suit, which I don't have now. So.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to give one shout out because I did see that my grandma's on the live stream today. So hello, Grandma Martha.
Waltz?
Grandma Martha Waltz. Yeah.
Martha Waltz.
Yeah.
Grandma, we got a good guy here. Thanks for just being a good grandma.
Oh, she's the best.
Yeah. Guys, so thank you all so much for following us on Instagram. That's awesome. We will do check our Instagram stories. We will do behind the scenes stuff there periodically. Remember, we are a paid private weather provider, so we cannot give away all the details here and give you all the stuff that you need at one time. But we try to give nuggets away. We try to ride the line, if you will. And so if you're a client, Matt Gamble, fire Archie Miller. Yikes.
Maybe we'll do a sports segment at some point.
If you're
We can
a
talk about
client, all your information's been in your emails all day long. You guys can reach out, text, call us anytime. And Matt, appreciate that. Again, guys, I'm going to end it. A 3 to 5 inch swath of snow on the grass, but 1 degree difference, I firmly believe 1 degree difference is going to make the difference between all rain and 5 inches of snow. I do believe that's going to be a game time decision during the storm. A future prediction of this one's going to be tough to do. Thanks, you guys. Thanks for watching, and hope you guys have a great day. So,
Yep.
take care. He's ending it.